A lot of men have problems approaching women. When we see a woman we want to approach, there are a couple of things that stop us. Whether it be not knowing what to say, or generally not knowing what to expect when you make the approach. Or maybe we don't want other people seeing us approaching that woman. Or we don't want to get rejected. Or it could be as simple of a reason as it seems unnatural to walk up to that girl in that particular time. In this video, I'm going to talk about the fear of getting rejected and how to overcome it. Actually, in a lot of cases, it's not only that we fear rejection, but we expect to get rejected. Look, when a man sees a woman he would like to approach, his mind starts telling him all the things that will go wrong. It's an automatic reaction. By the way, I have made a training course that lays the foundation for you to become a naturally attractive man. In that course, I introduce a technique that helps replace that automatic reaction. Long story short, it works like this. You see a woman you want to approach, then you slow down your thoughts and observe what exactly is happening in your mind. For most guys, the first thoughts are something negative. She feels bothered by me, she won't like me. That's the first step, to recognize. After that, imagine a simple yet positive outcome that might happen. She is flattered that I approached her. That's the second step. Imagine a positive outcome. And for the third step, imagine an even better and a little far-fetched outcome. She invites me over for a threesome with her girlfriend. All of this should ideally be written down. If you do this technique repeatedly, then over time you will carve out a more positive reaction from your mind. If you want to lay a foundation to become a naturally attractive man, I recommend you complete that course. I will direct you there at the end of this video. But let's keep going. So, we either fear or expect rejection. That usually means one of two things. First, and that's the most likely scenario, the man won't approach the woman at all. Second, even when he does, he will be more nervous than he should be and less attractive by default. Speaking of being nervous, people in general tend to predict how a certain event will make them feel, and we are horrible at that. For example, if we fear rejection, our fears are usually overblown. The fear that we feel is like 100 times greater than the rejection actually produces. And to be fair, usually when we get rejected, we will feel better about ourselves because we had the courage to go and walk up to her. So keep that in mind the next time you see a woman you would like to approach. It won't be as bad as you fear. Now, if you want to become a man that naturally approaches women in any situation, then you will have to be okay with the possibility of getting rejected. Doing that will separate you from other guys and it will make approaching way easier for you. To get to where rejection doesn't sting you anymore, you will have to do two main things. First, you have to approach and meet quite a lot of women. There is no way around that. You have to see it firsthand that rejection isn't as bad as you feared. And you will also have to see how women are flattered that you approach them in an honest way, even if she can't reciprocate, because of a boyfriend or whatever reasons. And well, you will also have to experience multiple times the warm and fuzzy feelings you get when you connect with a beautiful and smart woman. Second, and this is absolutely crucial, you have to develop a mindset that a successful approach is when you showed up as a man. Let me tell you what I mean by that. For most men, an approach is successful if the woman in some shape or form validates the man of his attractiveness. Whether it be getting a phone number or a date or whatever. That, however, is a bad strategy because the outcome is never 100% under your control. She might be having a bad day or a boyfriend and reject you because of that. If you then take it personally, you are just setting yourself up to have a bad self-image. A much better way to think about success in this regard is to declare the approach a success just because you went to meet her. You showed up, you did what a man is supposed to do. Then, no matter what she does next, reject you or not, you have already won. Another thing that will help you get over your fear of rejection is to have a default response ready when a woman does reject you. For me, when a woman says she has a boyfriend, my default answer is, "Of course you do, look at yourself, you're gorgeous." Then, depending on the situation, I will either excuse myself by saying something like, "Listen, it was nice meeting you, but I'm gonna go now and hopefully meet someone as cute as you, but with less boyfriend. Or if it's a situation where I have free time and she seems open and friendly, I might say, okay, you have a boyfriend and I respect that. I won't seduce you, however, I am a little curious. Tell me about you. Now, I do this for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I love the company of women, especially if they're friendly and open, even more so if they are beautiful as well. Just having an easygoing conversation with them gives me joy and experience. I need nothing else. This, of course, is also the perfect time for guys to practice their conversation skills and their ability to be unattached from the outcome. Of course, observe her and be sure she actually likes talking to you. Some girls have issues with talking to men they don't know, for one reason or another. If you sense she would rather be left alone, then of course do that. Now, when a woman doesn't have a boyfriend, but says something along the lines of, "I'm not interested," then I will simply just say, "Oh well, that's a shame. But no biggie, there's one for everyone, right? And by the way, you have nice eyes." What I do is simple. First, I let her know that it's okay for her to say no to me, even though I would appreciate a yes. Second, I give her a compliment regardless. I mean, why wouldn't I? It's rare for a woman to meet a man who can take rejection that well, and I have no problem giving her that gift. Okay, to sum it all up. Most men fear rejection, and that fear is overblown. It's never as bad as it initially seems. If you do make the approach, you will most likely feel better about yourself, even if you get rejected. To overcome rejection, you need to meet quite a lot of women, and you have to frame success as showing up as a man. You did what a man is supposed to do. Also, have some default lines ready for when you get rejected. That will help lower the fear and help you approach that woman. If you want to start changing the automatic response from your mind when you are about to approach a woman, the one that is holding you back, I suggest you complete the training course I have created. There, you will learn the technique I mentioned earlier and a bunch of other things. Other than that, good luck and I will see you later.